Good morning, Daniel Hand.
And welcome to the premiere of JV Tiger Talk.
You know, Jerry, this may be my first appearance on Tiger Talk, but I really think I was born for this role.
Why would you think that?
Are you kidding? I clearly look amazing on camera. Just check out the gun show.
James, guns are a serious topic. You only have guns in school now?
You know, Jerry, you're absolutely right. Now we'll take it to Ellen Cameron to give us the scoop on what measures are being taken to make Hand a safer place.
The idea of guns makes everyone's mind immediately jump to negatives: violence, death, and fear. However, Hand is using guns as a positive and for safety purposes since Hand has armed guards protecting the school.
Personally feel safer with the armed guards at school.
320,000 kids since 2000 have experienced school shootings and/or threats. A recent article lists 8 schools that have recently experienced such threats and/or gun abuse in close proximity to Madison. Security officer John Pardo began working at Hand in January 2022. He is a former police officer and has firearm training with police department currently. The security officers have full responsibility of the safety of the school and the access of school to visitors.
Things are going on in the world today that we need to have armed security. I wish that wasn't the case, but I feel it's necessary now.
Principal TJ Salutary works with the security guards to ensure the safety of all students and faculty against any possible threat.
School shootings and violent acts has been increasing over time. So some discussions came out about how to add another layer of safety that hopefully we never need, but can be used in our schools. And we have 2 really outstanding school security personnel who used to be police officers.
The growing awareness for school shootings and threats is influencing organizations such as the Sandy Hook Promise to take charge in educating students on such violence. Hopefully, with schools like Hand taking safety precautions, the violence numbers will begin to go down. From the hallways of Hand, this is Cameron McParland reporting.
It's great to see our school putting in the work to ensure our safety.
It sure is.
Speaking of putting in the work, have you seen Will Levis? He's putting on a show this year.
You're telling me. You know he's from Madison, too?
That's crazy. Let's take it to Dan and Jack for more on Levis balling out. Ooh.
Levis, end zone, touchdown!
Will Levis, a name climbing higher and higher on NFL draft rankings and going viral across the nation. University of Kentucky starting quarterback for the last 2 years has gone from a local boy playing youth football in Madison, Connecticut, to future top 10 pick in the NFL draft. Will knew he wanted to take things seriously from a young age.
I think around my sophomore year of high school is when I realized that I could realistically take that jump to play at the next level. It's when I was my first year starting in my sport, and then in high school, and then also just when I felt like I became a little bit mature and understood what it took to get to the next level.
Will has garnered national spotlight, and almost everyone in Madison knows his name, including many young football players.
I think it's really cool for kids in my hometown and my home state to see that someone from their area, regardless of how difficult it might seem, you can still make it to the highest level if you work hard.
Paul Calandrelli, varsity quarterback for the Hand Tigers, is excited and motivated by someone from his town being as successful as Levis.
You know, Will Levis, I mean, where are you going? Like, what doesn't he have? Like, he's just kind of like the kid everybody dreams to be, you know. I aspire to be like him one day. Obviously, he's worked hard. And you can kind of see, put in perspective, that, like, anyone from Madison, as long as you work hard enough and if you keep grinding, that you can eventually be whatever you want, right?
Although Will has had an incredible journey so far, it hasn't come without some setbacks.
That kind of in-between period of knowing that I was going to be leaving Penn State and being uncertain of where I would position myself at my new school, that was tough for me. But just kept working hard, and it all ended up working out.
After an impressive high school career, Will committed to Penn State, and after 3 seasons, he decided to transfer to the University of Kentucky, where he fought for the starting role and has excelled in the spotlight.
You truly can do everything, and that you should never give up, and to just keep working towards your goals, because small kind of efforts add up, and at the end of the day, if you work hard, good things will happen.
Will Levis kicked off his football career here in Madison, Connecticut, and is the most recent example of a local boy achieving a dream, but we hope it won't be the last. Here from Madison, this is Dan Pesh reporting.
How inspirational.
Truly. You know, it's our first time hosting Tiger Talk, so now we're introducing a new segment.
Let's take it to Dan Pesh in the halls of Daniel Hand.
With trimester 1 coming to an end, we set out to see what makes students at Danny Hand mad and glad.
Something that makes me mad is when Peyton takes a tax bite out of my sandwich every day, and something that makes me happy is when I see Bryce in the hallway.
PJ, what's something that makes you mad and something that makes you glad in Daniel Hand High School?
Something that I'm really appreciative of and really glad for. I love the teachers here. I'm going to shout out to Mr. Barnett, best gym teacher in the game.
Well, there's not much that makes me mad about Daniel High School. I really love working in this place. I think the kids are great. I think the school spirit is great. That's what probably makes me the happiest.
Something that makes me mad is that like the lunches are like on certain days. Like I think like there should be more nacho days and more like General Tso's days. Something that makes me glad, I'd have to say the Senior Bridge. I like sitting on the Senior Bridge with my friends. Yeah, and you, seeing your cute face around the school.
Why, thank you, John Hayden.
When people can't walk in the hallways. No paper towels in the bathroom.
That school starts at 7:25.
Slow walkers. We don't get study guides anymore.
Juniors who park in the senior lot.
All right, now what is something that makes you glad about Hand High School?
Mr. Farrell.
Thank you for your input.
What makes me mad is that these tables are really stupid. The old ones were a lot better because you could all sit around in like pairs of like 8 or 9, but now everyone has to sit in a line, and they're also really ugly. And what makes me glad is I just like the teachers are really nice, I guess.
Well, there you have it. That's what makes students here mad and glad. Back to you, Jerry.
Thanks, Dan.
Well, that's all for today, Daniel Hand. Have a good second trimester.